Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Whether you call yourself a designer, studio, or agency, the moment your projects get real, the problems are the same. You're looking at more content, more pages, more stakeholders. Suddenly, the designs looked perfect in mock start breaking in production. The issue is that pages don't scale, but the system does. In today's video, I will show you how designers and agencies can solve this problem together using the content management system in Wix Studio. Before I jump in, I share everything about design and tech on my YouTube channel. If this is something you're interested, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of my future content. As a designer, the big shift to me is the mindset from designing the UI, the actual mocks, to thinking about the design system, the frameworks, and also shifting focus from static content to dynamic data. Once you start thinking this way, scaling stops feeling painful and starts to feel more predictable. So, what is CMS? CMS stands for Content Management System. So instead of editing every single page manually, you store your tags, images in organized collections that live separately from your design. By linking these collections to elements like galleries or lists, your website updates automatically whenever you change your data. You can design one master layout and generate hundreds of individual pages, create forms to collect information from visitors, and use built-in SEO tools to help people find you. If you're not sure where to start, you can even use AI presets to build your first collection for you. Now, what are dynamic pages? So there are two types of pages, static page and dynamic page, where the static pages don't change unless someone manually updates the code or the content. Dynamic pages maintain a consistent layout and design across your site, while dynamically updating their content based on the connected collection items. So let's take a look at how to create a CMS collection for real projects. So we're looking at this e-commerce website that's selling home good stuff, including furniture, lighting, and home decor stuff. First of all, let me show you how to create a CMS collection. Once you're in the editor mode, just go ahead and click on this icon for CMS. And from here, you have the option to add a preset, create a collection, manage page connection, manage dynamic pages or content. So to start with, I'm just gonna go ahead, click on create collection. And you will see that you have the options to create with AI, start from scratch, or import from the CSV. Let's take a look at create with AI. So in my case, I will put product as the name of my collection. And here you can add some details about what you want to create for this collection. Here are some details I add. So I'm going to click on next. So here are the suggested fields. We're looking at name, description, price, image, category, and available. It looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to click on create collection. There we go. It generated this data sheet for my product catalog, including the status, name, description, price, image, and category. So from here, you can make edit as you need. You can click on this button to add items, or you can select the item and make adjustment of the name to the actual assets. Or there are also more actions you can find from this drop-down menu. For example, import items, export to CSV, or look into collection settings and more. So when you're ready, you can just close the window. Now we have a collection created. So say that you're working on this client project, that you get the product catalog from the client. How do you import the data sheet to Wix Studio? So in that case, what we need to do is click on the CMS button. From here, you can select import from CSV. I can choose the file that I want, configure the column to import. Once everything looks good to me, I'm going to click on next and import. And there we go. All the product information from my product catalog has been imported here to the CMS collection. So one of the most valuable features that I love is dynamic pages. So dynamic pages are basically pages that maintain a consistent layout structure where you can update the content easily based on the connected collection items. So let me show you how to create a dynamic page. So as an e-commerce website selling home goods, I want to create some product details page that shows the product image, name, and the descriptions so the customers can learn more about the product they're interested in. How do we do that? So there are different ways how you can create a page. So once you click on this page icon, you will see at the bottom there is a button called Add New Page. So let's click on that, and you will see the option that you can add a standard blog page, add a dynamic page, or a custom member page. So here, first of all, let me show you how to create a static page and convert that into a dynamic page. So we're just gonna click on Add a Standard Page, and I will name it as Product Details. From here, I'm going to add some elements. So first of all, I'm going to add a text element for the product title. I also wanted to add a product image. So now that we have some basic elements added for product details page, including category, product name, price, descriptions, and image, how do we turn this into a dynamic page? So what we can do is go back to page. So here we have product details, the page we're looking at selected. You can click on this three-dot menu, and you will see there's an option here to convert this to dynamic page. So let's go ahead and click on that. Make this page dynamic. Start now. So we are going to use the existing collection, and I'm going to select here, pick the one that we just created, items, and click on next. It is converting this page to a dynamic page. There we go. So now that we have this turned into a dynamic page, what's next? We need to connect the elements. And we can select the image here on the right side panel. Click on this icon, CMS connections. Under dataset, we already have this item dataset. Now let's look at interconnections. Image source connects to. So from the drop-down menu, let's select the image fields. There we go. The product image pops up right away. Now let's move on to the text field, for example, the category, and we need to connect this text to product category. There we go. And same as product names, let's connect that to our collections. Let's connect that to title. So now that we have this product details page built for the Eastern sofa with dynamic pages, this page is automatically set up ready for all the other product items. How do we take a look? You can just go ahead and click on the job menu here and switch this to a different product, say for example, a zero rug. And there we go. It carries over the exact same layout and structure, just automatically updating the product information, matching what we have set up in the collection datasheet. And this is really the most powerful part of Wix Studio, where you can have one page set that can be scalable to all other products or items that you have in mind. So whether you're looking at an e-commerce website or job posting site or real estate agency, basically any cases that your client might looking at a data sheet that they need to constantly manage the listings, the items listing on the website, this is where the scalability comes into place. Instead of adding new pages, manually creating those layout, you can just create it once and apply to all. Now that we have the product details page ready, let's take a look at how to build a category page. So for a home goods store e-commerce website, we need like a product list page to show an overview of all the products. How do we build that? Let me show you how to create a dynamic page and add a list page from there. Okay, so here, let me go back to page. And this time I'm gonna select add a dynamic page. And since I want to create a list page, I'm going to choose this first one, list page, and add to site. And there we go. It created this product item list in just a few seconds. It translated all the product information in my collection into this product list page shown in a grid view. So from here, you can make some customizations of how you want to show the products. For example, I don't really need the CTA button, so I can just select it and delete. As you see, by selecting and deleting this one button, it actually reflects the same change to all the rest of the product. What we're looking at here, this section for product list, is actually built in a repeater, which means the same settings from the image, text, are set up the same across all the items under the repeater. If you want to make change to any of the product, it's going to automatically apply to the rest of them. So for example, I want to apply a rounded corner for the product image here. So once I have the image selected, I'm going to open the right side inspector, go to design, Under corners, I'm gonna type in 16 pixels. As you see here, all the product image now has this rounded corner applied. You can make other adjustments from here. For example, how many products you want to show in a row. I'm gonna change this to 3 products because I wanted to have a stronger visual presence. You can also tweak the padding, for example, the gaps. Instead of 40, I want to set it up to 24. We have the product name as the first line. Right now, the second line we're looking at are shown connected to the image alt tags. So I'm gonna select this and switch this to price. There you go. Now let's take a look at the preview mode. There we go. As you see, all the product images now has this rounded corner followed by product name and price. It looks super clean and consistent across the board. And if you want to set up any hover effect for the product image, you can select one of the product image here, open the inspector, click on animation and effects. Under hover, we can add the animation that you want. For example, this expand animation. Let's take a look at how it works. So we're in the preview mode. As I move my mouse and hover over the product, you will notice this animated effect of the product image expanding. So another thing I want to share with you is how to connect your template with the collection. So for example, I have built this e-commerce site's landing page with one of the Wix Studios template that I love. And I have this section of new arrivals. I really like the current design from the template. How do I connect the static content to the dynamic collection so I can manage the sites easily? Let me show you how to do it. First of all, let's select this section and open the inspector. Click on CMS connection. So from here, we can click on add a dataset and choose the collection of items. Create. So we can go into the layers and the repeater, select the item. Let's connect first the dataset to our item dataset. So from here, let's connect each items to what we want. First, image. I want to connect image to the field of product image. There we go. Now we have the product image connected to our collection's product image. Right now, it's showing all the products here and they're the new arrivals, which is not what we want. How do we turn this into a filtered view that only shows the new products? Let me show you. First of all, let's go back to click on CMS, Manage Content. Let's select our current list. What we can do is add a field and select Boolean. I'm going to set my field name to new. Here, you can make selection on certain items. I'm going to click on the check mark for the Eason sofa, dining chair, and the pendant light. Now that we have the new arrival item set up, let's close this collections, go back to the page where we were. When you have an image or item selected, you will see on the right-hand panel, there's this option under dataset says dataset settings. So let's go ahead and click on that. You will see this tab says filter, and let's add a filter. From here, for the field, we're gonna select new, the one we just created with the Boolean feature, and the condition is true. Add filter. There we go. So now that we have this filter applied, we're looking at this new arrival sections showing the only 3 products that we selected. So this is how you can connect an existing template with a collection and manage the filtered view of how you want to show the products. I think the CMS content management system is a super powerful tool that helps all the designers and agencies to be able to scale your work beyond single UI or elements to dynamic page content where you can easily manage what content you want to show and how you want to show it. Last but not the least, content management. So once you have your site set up with dynamic content, collections, how does the client manage that? So as a client, once I'm logged into Wix Studio, I can see this left panel. And as you scroll, you will see this option of CMS. So from here, you can see all the collections created on the site. So for example, what we are looking at here is showing the collection we created a while ago. So the client or the content team can easily update the copy, the image, the product descriptions without even touching the design. there's no more broken layouts, and this separation of content and design is really critical for large-size projects. This is all we have for today. If you're building professional websites, whether as solo or as a team, dynamic content and enterprise CMS are no longer advanced features. They are foundational and critical. So take a look at Wix Studio. If you have any questions or want a deeper walkthrough, drop me a comment. I would love to hear from you. I will see you next time. Bye.